All right, let's talk about driving your Rivian at night. Ever get that feeling, where you feel like you're just out driving your headlights? Yeah, you're definitely not the only one. So in the next 2 minutes, we're going to break down the smartest, most brilliant ways to upgrade your lights for a safer, clearer drive. Let's dive right in. Man, does this hit close to home or what? It's that feeling, right? You're either squinting into the glare from your own lights or you're slowing down to a crawl because you just can't see. It's a super common frustration. But the good news? It's totally 100% fixable. And that right there is the third choice. This is what we're all about today. It's not about just, throwing a brighter bulb in there and calling it a day. No. This is about putting the right kind of light exactly where you need it. And, just as important, not blinding every other driver on the road. Okay, so we're going to give you a super quick, 5-minute roadmap to safer, smarter lighting. And we are starting with the absolute fastest win, the biggest bang for your buck. And the best part, you can literally do this tonight. All right, let's jump into your biggest, fastest win. I'm talking about the 30-minute fix. Seriously, this one thing gives you more improvement for your time than anything else we'll talk about. It all comes down to one thing, getting that headlight aim just right. Yeah, you're seeing that right. 30 minutes. That's it. In the time it takes to watch an episode of your favorite show, you can do this simple little adjustment yourself and completely transform how you feel driving at night. And here's the kicker. The cost for this game-changing improvement? Zero. Zilch. Nada. You don't need to buy a single thing. Just a little bit of your time. Come on. That is pure, unadulterated value right there. So you're probably asking, okay, how do I actually do it? Well, it's called the 25-foot wall test, and it's ridiculously simple. You just park your Rivian on level ground, about 25 feet from a wall, mark the center of your headlights on that wall. Then you're going to adjust the beam's cutoff, that sharp line at the top of the light pattern, so it's sitting about 2.1 inches below your mark. That tiny little drop is the whole secret. It keeps the light where you need it, on the road, and out of the eyes of oncoming traffic. And this right here, this quote just captures that aha moment perfectly. You turn a little adjuster and bam, the horizon leapt up, neat as a page margin. I love that. It took 20 minutes, cost $0, and everything changed. It's one of those tiny adjustments that makes a massive, immediate difference. Suddenly the lane markers are crisp, the road is clear, and you just feel so much more confident behind the wheel. Okay, so your aim is perfect now. Let's move on to actually seeing and being seen on the road. We're talking street-legal upgrades. This is where we move beyond the free fix and look at how to get even more visibility, but, and this is key, safely and legally. Now, before you go and buy any new lights, you gotta know this acronym, FMVSS 108. Don't worry, you don't need to memorize it. Just think of it as the official rule book for every car light in the United States. If you're putting something on your truck for on-road use, it has to meet this standard. It's what separates safe, effective lights from dangerous junk. So here's your cheat sheet for staying legal and safe. Rule 1, beam shape is way more important than just raw brightness. Raw lumens without control is just glare, period. Rule 2, anytime you change your tires or touch the suspension, you absolutely have to recheck your headlight aim. Rule 3, keep that software updated. It's crucial for things like the auto leveling system. And finally, just be a good human. If it's not foggy, turn the fog lights off. And let's get one thing straight about fog lights. They are not just many headlights. Their whole job is to throw a super low, super wide beam that cuts under the mist or snow. It lights up the road right in front of you without that light bouncing back into your face and blinding you. And pro tip, those selective yellow lenses, they can be a real game changer in heavy rain or snow. Okay, we've handled the pavement. Now let's get a little dirty and talk about lighting up the trail. This is a whole different world, folks. Off-road lighting is a completely different ballgame with its own rules, goals, and gear. This is probably the #1 question for off-roaders. Ditch lights or a light bar? Well, here's the simple way to think about it. Are you on tight, twisty, tree-lined trails? You want ditch lights to see around those corners. Are you in wide-open desert or fields? That's where a light bar's long-distance punch really shines. Your choice really just comes down to where you're going to be driving. Now, if you do decide to add some off-road lights, please do it right. First, choose quality brands like Baja Designs or Diode Dynamics. You get what you pay for. Aim them slightly out and down to stop that horrible glare from bouncing off your hood. always, always wire them properly through a fused relay and a dedicated switch. And listen, this part is non-negotiable. When you get back on a public road, they have to be off. And in a lot of places, they legally have to be covered too. Don't be that person. All right, let's talk about the practical stuff, the smart choices. We're talking cost and care. How much is this all going to set you back, and how do you protect your investment? So here's a quick look at the estimated costs for 2025. And you can see right at the top, our #1 recommendation, aiming and leveling, can be totally free if you do it yourself. From there, you can kind of see what to budget for, whether it's a good set of fog lights or a full-on light bar. It's just a good way to see the landscape and plan out what you want to do. Okay, another big question, OEM service or aftermarket. Here's a super simple way to decide. If your Rivian is still under warranty, if there's a recall, like that 2025 cold start thing, or if you're seeing any kind of weird electronic glitches, go to the official service center. But if you're looking for specialized stuff, like specific off-road patterns or high-performance fog lights with amber lenses, a reputable aftermarket place is going to be your best bet. And hey, don't forget about maintenance. You can have the best lights in the world, but if they're caked in mud, they're useless. A simple protective film can literally save your lenses from rock chips. Keep them clean, do a quick check before winter hits. Just take care of your gear and it'll take care of you. Whew, okay, we've covered a ton. So let's boil this all down into your 15-minute next step. A super clear plan you can literally start on tonight. Here we go, your action plan. #1, tonight. Go do the 25-foot wall test and give your lenses a good cleaning. It's free, it's fast, and you will be amazed at the difference. #2, sometime this week, just think about how you drive. What's your real priority? Better street-legal fogs, or are you itching for some trail-ready ditch lights? And #3, before winter, seriously, it takes like a minute, go to Rivian's recall site and check your VIN for that 2025 cold start fix. Easy. So let's end with this. The big question isn't really about what parts you're going to buy. It's about what you're going to get. So tonight, after you take these steps, what will you see more clearly? Is it the next curve in the road? A deer waiting on the shoulder? Or maybe it's just a clearer, more confident path home.